What's going on, guys? Plastic Beach X3 back here with a deck profile. We have Aaron, who got second place at the Bondi Card Fest Dallas One Piece Nationals with Rayleigh. Just, super congratulations to Aaron. And Aaron, take it away.
Yeah, so like you said, I'm on the Silvers Rayleigh. That was my go-to this set. Has not done me wrong so far. Uh, Same list. In fact, I went X1 at Peoria just like a couple weeks after. Sadly, bubbled out of the serial, but great running at the national event. And start off my list. So extremely standard stuff for the start. Just four Shakyaku, four Buggy, four Nami, and four Boa. You'll just like always play these 16 searchers. Sorry for the little bit of glare here, but they're just extremely standard to any list. Honestly, doesn't need like too much talking about.
Right.
And then to move on to the main characters, your big swingers. Got the Luffy Sanji combo, classic, and you just always want to like get these turn 2 or 3 as soon as possible, almost every game, every matchup. And then the Sanji 2K. Now, some people are liking the Brook 2K, but I think Sanji honestly was like pretty clutch for a lot of games that I played in, uh, and even games that like I didn't get to play in. I just like am super comfortable running him. Occasionally, Brook can be better, but
What matchups
and
are you
then
playing down the
two.
Sanji usually?
Yeah, so I play him down against Bonnie's the big one, especially if they're starving. Anel as well, because Anel is like pretty brutal for Rayleigh otherwise. And the biggest one is I faced a Blackbeard during day one, and this Sanji just like came in super clutch. Uh, but the amount of times he's good and like game saving is a lot better than the amount of times that like Brook would be convenient to swing a 7 instead of a 5.
For sure. And you mentioned starving. Like, do you ever think it's right to starve the Rayleigh deck?
Uh, I mean Anel, yes.
Okay. But
Because
everything
Anel can like
else?
yeah, I think everything else. There's times where it's inconvenient if I get starved because like this is such a consistent deck where if I get starved, like I should still find the stuff I need. But should I get unlucky and not, then like rarely starving can be good.
Yeah, fair enough.
But typically I would say is incorrect to start rarely.
Yeah, I agree.
Even though I will always take like the first swing or two. Moving on to the rushers of the deck, I use two Zoro, two Kid Killer. I think these are both just like very solid. Some people were on like four Zoro. Uh, Kid Killer is just like better number wise, but Zoro searchable. But like they both do a very good job, and I am comfortable with the numbers that they're at right now. And that would finish off the characters in the deck. Moving on to the event package, which is of course a large part of the deck. Four Conquerors hockey, very obviously it's just insane.
Yep.
Four Observation hockey, four Never Doubts, three Armament hockeys,
Mm.
and three Mole guns. Now, the main thing, like the first event I ran with the deck, I was on really the only notable change that I've made is I swapped like my fourth Armament to a fourth Never Doubt because the Never Doubt is just so clutch, and the Armament is like it's okay. It gives you 1,000 power, but it's more so just like the first 2K you're wanting to pitch most of the time.
For sure. No
Uh,
rad beam?
no Rad Beam, so I did see a lot of people were on like one Rad Beam, one Kong Gatling, uh, maybe like trimming the observation to only three. I like the observation just for the extra consistency. Uh, but like the Rad Beam and Gatling just never felt necessary. Now the Rad Beam does feel very cool in the mirror, but like I've so far yet to like lose the mirror and like which feels really nice with it, and generally just feels like Armament always being a 2K where Rad Beam might need to hold up the dawn every time. I would just rather play a more consistent package.
For sure.
And
Any changes
three
that you
more.
would make? Or, yeah, go ahead about Mulgun.
Yeah, so like Mulligan, some people are on two of it as well. I think it's very clutch into Bonnie, and it's just like I wouldn't necessarily go to four of it, but it's just such a solid card that like I think three is just a great number, especially against like GP Bonnie and just any deck where you have to remove stuff.
But and we'll talk about changes what you'll make for PRB if any going forward. But tell us about your matchups for Dallas Card Fest.
Yeah, so uh, my matchups were pretty diverse throughout it. Uh, I had round one. I faced a Blackbeard, and round, and then like I guess I should say I my one loss was to blue purple in round eight, but round one I went to Blackbeard. Round two and three I faced two Rayleighs. I know one of them also top 32'd.
Mm,
Round four I faced a Yamato that got top eight.
okay.
Round five would have been the Zoro. I did face no, it was a blue purple. And then round six was the Zoro. Round seven was the second Blackbeard, and that was the game where like Sanji came in super clutch. He like went to like swing seven at my Sanji, and I was like hand dumping to save him because I know I'm like losing the game unless I keep a character on board.
Mm,
But then round eight was like the blue purple where I did lose. I got kind of just like played a little bad. But then round nine I faced an Anel, and luckily for me it was not a complete control version. It was a little more aggressive, and he managed to like get top 16, I believe. Uh, and then final round I faced a green purple and won that, and ended third day one. And yeah, after
nice.
earning third day one, I was like just wishing it would end there.
Yeah, for sure.
uh, but then obviously there was a lot more to go after that. So right day
Right.
two, I faced Nikki Goldman on Zoro. Uh, and with Zoro, I was choosing to go second, but after the event, I believe I would choose to go first now. And that was just like lack of experience in the matchup, I suppose. Uh, Not able to get as great of practice as I wanted to before the event actually took place, but then lost game one, but managed to get the other two. And then next top 16 game, I faced another Rayleigh and won both those. He just kind of bricked some searches. My top 8 game, I faced another Rayleigh. Uh, and because I, being third, I was able to choose my turn order for all the games. So,
Mm-hmm.
like, I won the two games, I was able to choose second and lost the one where I went first. Uh, and then, like, top four, I faced blue purple. It was Yost, who ended up placing third. And that was a similar thing where it's like I won game one, choosing second, lost game two, and then going. I did unfortunately have to like win in time, but I was able to get game three, going second as well. And then the finals, of course, I lost to Richard Yam and kind of just like dropped the ball on that. Not my greatest playing there,
No,
but
no, but
yeah, I was obviously just excited to have made worlds.
yeah, and it's awesome. It's awesome regardless. Well, that's awesome. Let's get into your for Rayleigh being the highest placing Rayleigh player at nationals. We want your take on the strategy with the deck. What are your good matchups and what are your bad matchups in this meta? And also talk about PRB if you want to too.
Yeah, so PRB, first of all, I would say there's nothing that I would change in the deck. No new cards are really capable of being played in the first place that I think would be good. And but as far as good and bad matchups go, I like Rayleigh because he's very even matchups across the board for the most part, and not having like many auto losses other than like Anel sometimes. And but like he's just very standardly strong with the same game plan almost every game, just wanting to jam out the Luffy Sanji turn two with like a searcher. And bad matchups are the Bonnie is kind of rough, which I was lucky enough to not face any. Although I have a lot of experience against you in particular,
Yep,
who is a good Bonnie player. Uh, Blue Yell Nami is not great, but it's also not that common.
for sure. I think that deck's pretty underrated too.
Yeah, but like the good matchups, Zoro. Zoro's pretty favored for Rayleigh. I did lose the final match, but uh, the two times I've like lost to Zoro, and as far as like a big event goes, is just Richard, and then like the uh, finals of a Treasure Cup. I also lost that. Like I just like two finals in a row of a big tournament. I just lose to
Yeah.
Zoro when I'm supposed to be favored, which is pretty funny.
So just to be clear, you
But
got second with Rayleigh in a Treasure Cup, went to Nationals, got second at Nationals, and then also went X1 in Peoria with the same
yes.
list. That's crazy.
Yeah, like swapped one card after the Treasure Cup, but yes,
For sure.
I yeah. So far, he has not done me wrong.
Sick.
Uh, I have not had any bad tournaments with him, which is very impressive for me. Like, yeah, so usually one deck will just have like a bad day, but that's what I like about Rayleigh is he just doesn't really have terrible matchups to where he gets like unlucky. Like, sure, if I face three Bonnies in a row and I get like not a great opener, it can go poorly. But that's what I like about Rayleigh so much is he is just very consistent in very average matchups across the board. Like slightly favored into Zoro, Blue Purple,
For sure.
Blackbeard. Uh, Fairly like quite favored into Green Purple is the one thing I can say.
Nice.
And then
Well,
just having like one or two matchups where he's not favored in.
yeah. You got any shout outs?
Yeah, of course, everyone who was from Indy who was there cheering for me, you as well, who was letting me
Appreciate it.
bum the hotel room day before.
Yep.
uh, but yeah, of course, all my friends who were there, uh, all pretty much all my opponents were just quite respectful as well, uh, and just everyone who uh, was happy for me and had a great time there.
Awesome. And also, tell us about your new channel that you're gonna start here soon.
Yeah, so I'm gonna start maybe posting some videos, more so just like streaming for a little bit, just casual ranked games for anyone who is curious as to my gameplay, and it should be linked in the description, I imagine.
Yep. It's just
But
Aaron TCG.
yeah, if any, yeah, 5As as to match my Bandai name. But yeah, I'm excited to just play some games and give like some insight as to choices I make as I am asked fairly frequently.
Nice. Well, GG's Aaron. What an accomplishment. That's insane. And congratulations again.
Thank you very much. Very excited for Japan.
Hell yeah. Peace out.